Hi, Georgie. How are you today?
I'm pretty good today, thank you, Neil. How are you?
I am much better than I was this morning.
Oh, how are you feeling this morning?
I was really grumpy.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute, but that's what we're talking about today, being grumpy, which means being in a bad mood.
Yes, but before we begin, our listeners need to know that they can find a worksheet, a free worksheet on our website at bbclearningenglish.com. So, you said you were feeling grumpy this morning. I didn't notice that. Why were you feeling grumpy this morning?
I get really grumpy if I'm hungry or tired, and very, very grumpy if I'm hungry and tired.
Oh no. Is that how you were feeling this morning then?
Yeah. It's very hot at the moment. It's difficult
Mm,
to sleep.
yeah.
And we also didn't have any food in the fridge. So I came to work hungry and tired. And so I was grumpy.
Oh, well, you hid it very well. I didn't notice that. I've felt cheerful all day so far.
Well,
So
you're always cheerful, Georgie. Or are you?
I, no, I'm not always cheerful. Mostly, I have to say, mostly I am. But there are certain times of the month that make me feel very grumpy. And when I'm in a bad mood, I become a bit irritable. Small things that other people do annoy me. And sometimes it's not for any reason, or it's for a very small reason.
Hmm.
And I shouldn't be so grumpy.
Okay, Georgie, what kind of things make you grumpy?
Well, as I said, there are certain times of the month where I feel grumpy, but other things that make me grumpy, usually if it's a really sunny day outside and I'm stuck inside working, that makes me feel a bit grumpy because I would prefer to be outside in the sun, in the park, spending time in the fresh air, but instead I'm working. So you said that you're grumpy when you're hungry or tired. What kind of things do you do to cheer yourself up?
Ah, yeah, to cheer myself up, to feel better. Well, eat something and sleep. But I guess also do something relaxing. Maybe do some exercise. Exercise is a really good thing to lift your mood.
Mm, yes. I, as I said, like to be outside. That will put me in a better mood. Going for a walk in the park, being in nature with some fresh air. I also really like to put some upbeat music on and dance around my bedroom. I like doing that. That cheers me up.
Okay. I think that would cheer everybody up.
What if they got to watch it?
Yeah.
What do you think about people who are always grumpy?
I do know someone who's always grumpy, but he's so grumpy, it's almost funny.
Yeah?
Like he knows he's grumpy
Mm.
and people make little jokes about it, and he kind of knows he's grumpy.
So it's entertaining for you?
Yeah, but it's still not really that nice to be close to.
Yeah, a bit of a negative energy.
Absolutely. Georgie, are you good at hiding it when you are grumpy?
Well, apparently I am because I sometimes am grumpy, and you said that I never seem grumpy, so maybe I am very good at hiding it. I think it's good not to let other people feel your negativity coming out of you. But on the other hand, I think it's also good to share how you feel sometimes.
Okay. So perhaps you are really grumpy right now,
Yeah,
even though you seem cheerful.
even though I have a big smile on my face. Yeah, it's because I've had a coffee. I'm feeling good.
Okay, Georgie, it's time now to recap the language that we've used in this podcast.
Yes, we had grumpy, which means easily annoyed, negative, or in a bad mood.
Yes, in a bad mood. And the opposite of that is in a good mood when you're feeling happy and cheerful. Cheerful's another word we heard today.
Yes, cheerful is another word for happy, but you show it in an obvious way, maybe by smiling.
Yep, and we've got the phrasal verb cheer up, which means to become happy or cheerful.
Yes, for example, I cheer myself up by dancing alone in my bedroom.
That's it for this episode of Real Easy English, but come back next week for another episode.
Yes, and don't forget you can find a free transcript and worksheet to practice what you've learnt on our website, bbclearningenglish.com. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.